Well, that's a good question, because I'm the only person on this TikTok who has cried for accountability for some changos here, including Mama Safi's own sister, where no documents were given out, regardless of how many times I made a lot of noise. Now listen to this. You see, Prime Minister, one thing I know,
yes,
that behind every major successful mchango ya TikTok, there is a very, very hidden beneficiary. That is a fact. That is a fact. For instance, me, I don't fear people. For instance, you see what now that part of the country is doing. Oh, kwenda kwa kina nani, kwenda kwa kina sijui nani, sijui Benja, sijui Auka, sijui Collo. There are beneficiaries. That is why all of a sudden you hear, hiyo pesa haikutosea, hiyo pesa haikutosea, you wonder. Kwani with that high number of contribution, you wonder how all of a sudden ulipata 1.2, mara 1.4, mara 1.7, mara 2 million, mara sikupata chochote. So accountability will never be a word of talk if by any chance we have the same thing TikTokers who are managing these things. Auka Prime Minister, TikTokers are jobless. Collo is jobless. Bosskhan. I tell you the truth, Bana. Bosskhan is jobless. Collo is jobless. KMC Chris, I know he does events. He is working. That's the only TikToker I know is working. MC Chris is working. Who else? And some very people here. Otherwise, the rest are jobless. So how do you want them to survive?
Let me add on that. A lot of us TikTokers, including myself,
hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget anytime I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
Nimechoka. Nimechoka. Yeah.
Na hizi chai wewe ndio unazitafuta ama watu wanakutafuta?
Zinakujanga tu peke yao.
Wewe uchokoza nangi watu. Nilisikia ukiimba mahali. Collo niko show uliona hiyo video.
Nilimba aje?
Nimesahau. But nakumbuka mlikuwa na mwiti or something. Hiyo wimbo ilikuwa inaenda aje?
Ati ai nyota. Nyota tatizo langu. Ai nyota. Paka nalia peke yangu. Ai nyota. Nyota ndio shida yangu. Nyota.
Hi Jerry. Jerry, Treasure Homes iko Thika Road hapo Membli Claywork City. Unaweza ni DM kutumia namba. So Collo. Collo, what do you think can help us Kenyan TikTokers pia tutengeneza pesa kama Nigerians to how can we deal with we?
What do you mean? Maybe upcoming ones, but umetengeneza pesa. Maybe upcoming ones. Maybe ask in terms of upcoming TikTokers. You know, but otherwise the rest of TikTokers wenye walikuwa kitambo kina Sija wame make a milestone, okay? Wame make at least there somewhere kama wenye walikuwa. Maybe tuzingatie wale wenye wanaingia TikTok saa hii with the aim of I want to be like Cindy. I want to be like Mwiti. Wenye wanakuja TikTok saa hii ama wenye wako lakini wanataka hiyo nyota.
Kwa hivyo, what do you think kama this non-TikTokers, Cindy achukue watu 10, our mentor, awafundishe, you know, how to kuwa independent, kucheza hizo mamboka, wewe uchukue watu waende 3. What do you think? Si tutakuwa mbali sana.
The fact is, this is a fact, okay? And I'm happy she's there. She cannot do that.
Cindy,
TikTok saini, kila mtu ni kibinafsi tu. Okay? Kila mtu ni kibinafsi tu.
Unasema aje Auka?
Uwezi jitolea umenta just 10 single mothers like upcoming watu wenye ndio wamejoin wanataka
wangapi nimewaleta kwa limelight, akina Pamela, akina Collins, akina Nyakwar.
Collins mgani?
Akina nani tena nimemleta? Don Gray, Jaluo Original. Au ni mimi wamepitia kwangu. They don't have content. Without CD, no content.
Original zilizima. Auka zile limelight za
Akina King Master, ni mimi wamepitia kwangu.
Sasa ujaribu wasichana, wanawake sasa ni kama wanaume. Unaweza menta wasichana pia. Achana wanaume. Au wote
wacha niwaambie kitu.
Then again Collo au walikuwa in a relationship.
Kuchukua msima relationship wise or si maneno za mimi najua na Pamela hapana, ama tufanye video hizo zitumenta. Chukua mtu mweke karibu, mwanze kufundisha tap mwambie guys endeni mgift Collo, endeni mgift hata Pamela, as in nurture your gifters also to appreciate him or her. Huyo mtu na mentor, that is mentoring. Mentoring si kufanya content at to dance. Hata kula dance. Mentoring.
Collo.
Mentoring is at least you share. You share with them. Which of course you
Why do you think TikTokers wa Kenya wataki kwenda kazi? Like people just don't want to work.
TikTok na pesa. Kama mtu anaweza nunua nini? Mason. Sio huyu lakini I have a friend of mine amenunua nyumba. Mtu anaweza fungua Baibe, mwingine anaweza nunua gari, mwingine anaweza anza biashara, mwingine anaweza kaa kwa nyumba hivi na alipa rent na aishi na mama yake na familia yake yote ishi vizuri. Iko na pesa. Why will you go to work? Why will you go to work? So it means TikTok itself has money. Otherwise, these people would have been here. People would have been busy elsewhere. They would have
tax-free money.
Yeah,
tax-free.
Why do you think they go to an extent of I want this and this somewhere? It means they want it more in bulk. They have realized it is there. Ni kama kuchimba gold. Okay? Sawa, ndaongea na sawa. Ni kama kuchimba gold. Mtu anaenda kuchimba gold penye kuna gold peke yake, penye wamenusa. Wakaona gold inaweza kuwa hapa. Uweze enda kuchimba penye haijanuswa. So wamenusa pesa. That is why TikTok itself is money. Lakini si kama Nigeria. Ile Nigeria ni hatari.
Mtu anasema ati depression itaingia soon wakikosa.
No, wamejipanga. Let me tell you. Even people like Cindy here sio wajinga. Hao wamejipanga bwana Prime Minister. Hakuna mtu mjinga mwenye ako na simu kwa mkono, hakuna. There's nothing. May I tell people every day, you will wait for that depression until you die. Hakuna TikTok atakufa na depression. The assets these people are having is worth more than 3 businesses. The assets they are having is worth more than 4 businesses lined together. So if you expect a TikToker to die of depression, then you are the one who will die of depression. Hawa watu sio wajinga. Hakuna mtu mjinga hapa ndani, including yours truly. Watu wamejipanga. Watu unaona mtu kwa kama shida mtu anakaa tu Kenudhia gani? How many people do you think I know in the US that send me money? How many people do Cindy know in the US that send her money? How many people do Auka know in the US that used to send him money when he was in Kenya? That money alone can officiate a business. So hakuna mtu atakufa hapa. The thing is, most of them hawajipangi. Not most of them. One person called Peter Kiwi. Peke yake ndio nimeona is the only TikToker who is just worthless. Pombe asubuhi mtu analala kwa klabu, anakunywa kwa klabu, anakojoa kwa klabu. That is the only TikToker najua. Nikiulizwa najua bado hajajipanga. I'm sorry to mention him. Because 24/7 tu pombe. Hata sasa ikifungua live kwa klabu, hata kiongea saa hii au kwa klabu. That is a fact. Hata saa hii tukiongea hapa kwa klabu anakunywa. So mtu kama huyu naye ina make sense.
So TikTokers in finance kuna kitu inaitwa liquidity. How liquidated do you think these TikTokers are? Tuseme leo tuko na there is a emergency. Liquidity yao, how do you think how would you rate their liquidity?
Well, being that they are TikTokers, I would want to mention myself, Cindy and the rest. So that is why I mention names. When it comes in terms of liquidity, financial liquidity, I would give all of them 2%. Apart from Nyakwar Janeko, Mashir and some few people that I know. Otherwise, I would give the rest 2%. The liquidity ratio is equal to 2 to 0. In other words, 0 means insignificant. You understand business well. So the reason why it is 2% is niko na homa, nataka. Mtoto wangu ni mgonjwa, nataka. Tutalipa nyumba, nataka.
Hi guys, niko Benelux, nani ananilipia bill?
Brother baba ya kazini yangu amekufa, nataka. Kesho unafaa kuenda shoot, nataka. You understand? Naenda usago kwetu, fuel. Nasikia kula nyama, nataka. And so forth. So it means that the liquidity it means that sisi wote tumezoea hiyo ya utapewa at the end of the day. Hiyo ndio sasa, that's why most of them are not strongly hawana ile strong financial base. Sio kama wewe. Sio kama wewe. Sisi hapa Kenya you save you die. Where US you save you come to invest. Yes, nataka pop. Ukaro, I sent you a message my dear sister. How are you? Kijana yako ameturn 3 years jana. I sent you a message. Na niliona umeerase automatically. Wewe ni mkora. You see, these US people are very clever. They have activated the automatic delete feature. So you send them a message 24 hours, they don't read the message, hakuna hiyo message as home. But anyway, Ukaro is okay. So unaelewa Uka?
So umesema TikTokers wamejipanga and all that. Kwa finance ama kwa biashara kuna what we call diversify your portfolio. Hiyo inakusaidia number 1 ku mitigate risk, si ndio?
No, I know, Karo. Thank you so much. Continue.
Do you think these are guys, they have got a wide scope of investments or whatever it is? Like,
why
they diversify
your portfolio? Why will you diversify your portfolio when you have the single source income? Why would you diversify your portfolio? You did business very well like me. You know very well. You and I, we know what I'm talking about. Why would you diversify your portfolio when you're having a single source? That is why, you see, I would wake up and be like, I want to buy Prado TX and I buy it.
Then, kama tunasema watu wamejipanga, how comes we still kuna mama mchango and all that? Like,
it is because of what I said when Cindy was here.
Bill ya 46,000 tunachanga. Like, kama wamejipanga.
There's something you're not getting right. Okay? What I'm telling you is a fact. The greediness in them, most of them have that money. Believe it or not, most of them have this money in question. But because we are used to, Ukaro watanitumia. Nikilia kwa kamera nitoe makamasi, watanipea. And so forth. You see, that is why I'm sorry to mention this. You see, the father of that child that we tulichangia kwa Auka, he was very confident. He was very confident he will get the money. Even in his videos the next day, he was very confident talking about it because he knew very well at the end of the day he has seen people getting help. Si ati wanaga hiyo pesa TikTok, guys. These gamers have money. Muiti has accumulatively earned more than an MP for a 2-year term in Kenya. He has accumulatively earned more than a 2-year term MP in Kenya. So
in short,
they have money, but there is a tendency of what nilie nipewe than kutoa yenye niko nayo. That is it.
In short, TikTokers wame diversify followers wao, si ndio? Hapo ndio kuna unajua US wanatoka job saa hizi. Hii time tuna Europe saa hizi, sasa hapo ndio kuna real diversification.
You see what normally happened to me, or perhaps what I normally say here is very interesting. There's a time unapatanga Cindy, I mean God Baibe wiki wameanza mboka za saa 4 asubuhi saa 2 wameanza mboka, then there's a period tena wameacha, wanaingia 6-4-5 PM jioni, tena inawacha, then unaingia hiyo usiku ya kawaida. they tend to diversify them. You see, they tend to diversify them. Fulani saya ameamuka. Then Auka will be available at midnight. Okaru will be available at 9 p.m. And so that is why it is called there's something in business called what? Let me just give you the exact word. Capital splitting. Okay? They split the capital. Imaginary capital. They don't have the capital, but they just split it. They know very well how Katalipe chwani, Collo chwani, Mbulani chwani. So at the end of the day, they have money. How these people have money? Mtu anakuja kulia kwa kamera ya school fees 7,000. Unashindwa. Huyu mtu analia ni anatap kila siku. Ora, kwani wewe? Kwa nielewa, kuna vitu walibana hapana. Mtu anakuja kulia kwa kamera ya school fees 7,000. Analia paka atoe papo liko mapua. Huyu mtu kwani anaweza kosa 7,000. But the tendency of I will be given. That is the problem now.
Now previous night alikuwa na Lion na Universe.
Yes, the following morning he's crying for only a mere 7,000. You see?
So at this point, who do we blame? Do we blame the givers? Do we blame the takers?
Where I come from, this is what we're going to blame according to where I come from. Listen, where I come from, mwewe ikishika kuku ama kuna ile mangus, you know mangus or guang. Ikishika kuku, we say we blame guang. Kukuje kwenye kuku iko. At the same time, we blame kuku kuende kwenye guang iko. Because what was the hen, or is it chicken? What was the hen doing in the bush? And then what was the guang also doing near the hen? We can't blame takers because some of these givers are also not capable of reasoning upstairs. I'm sorry to say that. Most of these takers, or I mean givers, they give for what we initially discussed as attention. You know? Hey, nataka nivume TikTok. That is why most of Auka, I'm sorry to say this. And I know I am just somebody very mouthy, I have nothing.
High velvet voice, long time.
The quota of these TikTok gifters are seasonal. Mtu anakuja na anavuma na Lion, vu. After 2 months, 3 months, they disappear. Nanisikia? I want you to understand it from that perspective.
I know. Personally, I know of a friend here in the States. Man,
yes.
This guy's been gifting left, right, and center. Actually, he was pushing 2 accounts. You know, moja kosi 35, ingine 34. Bro, that guy saizi unapata ametuma bro nitumie 20 bob. You know, I'm like, man.
Yes.
Alieka match, people never showed up. People never showed up. Like, it was so disappointing.
Do you know why? Do you know why? They give not because they want to give. They give because of the 7,000, 5,000 viewers here can see that I have money. Wacha nivume hapa. That is why only few gifters have survived today in gifting without matches, without yaje kupanda ye kugiftiwa. Because most of them, they give just because they want to vuma. You know? 3 months, 2 months, mtu ame disappear completely. Unasikia anachangiwa somewhere in the wilderness. Nashindwa kwani what happened to so and so? It's because they don't always give wholeheartedly. Ana give, Raf Muli kuna watu 10,000 viewers. Anarusha kalayo napo. You understand?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining the conversation is Raf Sidan Muli all the way from Spokane, Washington. Muli, karibu sana ndugu yangu. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm in Tacoma. I am in Tacoma in Washington.
Yes, sir.
And, yes, I'm interested so much in this conversation, business conversation.
Go ahead.
A lot of things because I'm the upcoming sponsor, giver.
Muli, go ahead.
So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. And yes.
Muli, first question. Where do you see the Kenyan TikTok in the next 5 years? You as Raf Muli, you've been on this platform for some time.
In the next 5 years, not even 5 years, the next 3 months, don't even push it to 5 years. The next 3 months, the TikTok I'm seeing, Kenyan TikTok, in terms of gifting, you not have gifters completely because gifters wameshaisha, wote wameandika retired, and they are the ones doing birthdays, they are the ones doing matches, so we not have gifters. Kama mimi naweza kuwa gifter mkubwa, why how can you say in the next 5 years? So if I can be an MVP somewhere, can you see that the TikTok Kenya is dead at arrival? Thank you, very important.
Muli, I was asking Collo, why, how much is enough? Because man, from 2023, same old folks, 2024, same old folks. We've never seen a new person, a new face in the, being supported, but you've been supporting the same old people ever since. How much is enough, according to you?
Actually, in Kenyan, we don't have any word that can describe enough for any Kenyan, especially Kenyans, TikTokers. You've been one of them. You've been supporting the same people. If Cindy comes today here and cries, oh, mitoto yangu nataka school fee, na amefanya match, you'll be the first person kwenda pale juu to support the same person. If somebody else of high caliber comes here, says nataka kujengewa nyumba ya kioo tupu, Auka will be the first person. And that one, the
AKP.
Collo amesema aje? Collo amesema because you want to belong, because you want to be visible, unataka kuonekana. But Rafa pande hapa juu aseme wako chini ya bridge, utasema kali wali. You will not do that. When Collo says today I want to do this, utaanza kusema oh, Collo alifanya ABC, the mwizi wa forex and all that stuff. But if Cindy, Nyako, wakina nani, kina Mwiti, kina nani, hawa watu wakubwa kubwa na kitu iko juju kinapita kioi and all that, utakuwa pale juu because you want to be seen as a MVP. So this is a trend that goes on, and I'm not regretting whatever I say. The words that I say does not come from anybody else, only Rab's daddy. Thank you. And today we have Merupiti's birthday. So tutakuwa tuko pale tuongezee pesa juu ya pesa. Tena pale nirushe Lion, ni asante Mungu. Si ati kwamba niko nayo.
Muli, at what point will we see have been gifted now being gifters? Now they will also be gifting people. When will we see such a shift or a change? Those who have been, now they are the gifters now.
You see, when you say the people who receive gifts in big amounts or frequent or all the time, they are the worst beggars. They are the worst beggars here because they've already capitalized that nitapanda hapa, nitanunua Mercedes, nitanunua Aria, nitakodisha nyumba, nitatoka Kayole, nitakuwa natoka Kayole naenda kufanya hivi. So they will never gift back because they need every penny or every kobo, any cent. So they can never shift. Even if Jesus comes today, they cannot because they are born greedy. That's it. A good example is Cindy, Malisafi, and the others. They will never start your event today. The only thing they can give you is viewership. Auka yuko hapa. Usipoenda kwa Auka. Cindy ako hapa is my baby girl. Baby girl, come here.
So maybe in the after the second coming of Jesus Christ is when we'll maybe expect givers to be takers to be givers.
Yeah, and you know what my Bible tells me, Auka? Tells me that if you have, it shall be added to you. And the small that you, if you don't have, even the small that you have will be taken away from you. So these givers are milking until the last breath. Good example, we milked Rosso until his last breath. What was his enemy? Kuchambwa. We milked a lot of gifters hapa. What was the end? Now today, one of our best givers, and I live with example, was somebody I love dearly, close, that has given lions. Today wanakula, anapelekwa pale Kariobangi ama Kayole kukula kideri ambao by the name Best TV. Praise God.
Okay, let me break it down from there. Unfortunately, it's not in Kenya, unfortunately. Okay? I also asked her about why did you stop gifting. She gave me an excuse of a gifted of kind of permission. So I respect that. Anyway, back to the topic. Most of these gifters, what I know, including the TV, man, TV nani, takataka mataja. They don't give because they want to give you. They give you because they want to be recognized as the rich among the poor. You get the point? When can you imagine of this thing? Me, I give people every day. I use CD and so many people because they are the beggars of all times among us beggars on this platform. Now, can you imagine a platform where mtu anachangiwa friji ya $500,000 while mwingine anaomba 200 kwa conversation hawezi pewa? Can you imagine such kind of a platform? What does that tell you?
It's crazy, man. Like, it's funny.
Mtu anaomba ana type comment moja mara 100 times, mtu amsaidie 200 instead of host kumpandisha kusikia tu what is this with the 200. Host akubizi kuchangisha free ya $500,000. What type of a platform is, or what does that tell you? It tells you that the tumbocrats have outweighed the vulnerable in the society. In other words, it is who are you to be given. And then they give an also these people, I see some of this conversation going below the sea level kufungua live zao with 10 viewers. Ironically, these gifters will never go to first lives. They want a platform with 5.3.2 point viewers so that they can sign up there. They can show off. And that is why I have to say it here without any fear. Most of these gifters, they are draining mysteriously. Wanaisha satanically. That is, I know I've met several. Wanaisha kifo kikondo kind of a thing. Because you ignored whoever needed help and help whoever did not need help. That is a thing. That is a fact. Okay? You ignored mwenye alikuwa anahitaji usaidizi, ukasaidia mtu alikuwa hataki usaidizi because of nataka watu wanitambue. I am the superior of what and what. My friend, these people are dying like sheep. I swear. I know very poor gifters on TikTok. Even me, I don't mention people's names. But I know very poor gifters on TikTok. Very poor. People who even need financial support. But they are level 41, 39, 40 and above. I know. This thing you are calling gifting here, Auka, like that's like Prof. Muli anasema, hawasikuisha wapeani because wanapeleka pesa kwenye pesa iko. That is it. You die with your problems. Not unless you get a tall relative. Akushike mkono uchagiwe either kwa mwili kwa nani. You will die poor. Yes. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. A very uncouth society anyway. Take it back.
Muli.
Yes, Auka.
Collo said we live in a world where somebody mwenye ataka 100 bob ya pads anacharazwa. What does that tell you about the society we are in right now?
The TikTok society.
I think Collo is very right, and I've seen it and I've witnessed that, and sometimes I even shed tears when I see somebody begging for milk ya mtoi, just a mere milk and my lunch to just feed the kids. Guys will be nowhere to be seen, but someone will come there and say, my car is stuck, my car needs gas, I need to shift from place A, Runda, and we need to go to somewhere, buy sofas, fridge, double, the talking fridge, the name it, the luxurious things. That's when you see most of the gifters, not all, that want attention and recognition to be seen. They'll be the first people to changa ama even to throw those lions, throw universes, name them, the big gifts. While kulikuwa na mtu kwa same platform kubwa anatukana Mbolundi, enda ukaambia mama yako akuchangie hiyo kitu, fanya ABCD nini. It makes me grieve so much. Mpaka zile za ningekuwa nayo, ningechukulia huyu mtu. Luxury things can wait, but we are saving a life. I think Collo has a very valid point hapo. Yes, I will agree with him on that.
According to Collo, a few minutes ago, I think you are here. He's saying most of these TikTokers wamejipanga. Wewe kama Muli, do you think that sentiment is true? Or na kama wamejipanga, why is it hadi bili ya 20k live? Bili ya maji token inalia tao live? Your thoughts?
I want you to understand one thing. You see the big talkers that I like mentioning my friends, right? You see someone like you see someone like Cindy. You see the likes of Kina Marisafi. Those are people that are not, if you read their bank accounts, it can never be less than 1M, 2M, 3M. Not because they've sweared, but because of TikTok. But again, if they come kwa platform, waseme, oi, mtoto yangu, oh, saloni yangu, oh, my car, oh, we will be all there. If they do today match, we will all be there. Unanipata? So wanakuwa, it's true, wanakuwa wamejipanga. But now the gifters, because there is high number, want to know, wow, Malisafi kuna shida gani? Oh, sisi ni mgonjwa. Oh, something is iko hivi. We'll show up there, it's support. People will go there to support. Some of us, let me say, including myself, will be there to just a number to know what happens. We are there to learn, tuone Allah. Si kulikuwa na mama mwingine hapa tu akaona mtoto mguu wake anataka kukatika. Tunaambiwa alete mpaka hivi tena mpaka hospitali ambapo tutaona mambo yako baadaye. So I think it's true. Whatever you guys are saying is true. Wanakuwa wamejipanga. Now, in other words, you can say gifters, like pia mimi nimeshaingia kwa kategoria kwa gifter.
Wewe koma. Gifter na nini level yako imefreeze.
Excuse. Thank you. Yes. That's how our Kenyan TikTok, ama ni TikTok yote, because platform mingi hapo naingiaga ni our Kenya, maybe out to US, they do business and all that stuff. I don't see michango, I don't see ati my car is stuck and all that stuff. They're selling goods and all that stuff. They do great content and all that stuff. Unlike our Kenyan TikTok, whereby is ni kuchuma, unanipata? Ni kuchuma na kushindana na siasa hakuna, unaelewa? So yes, I'm talking about Kenyan TikTok. Kenyan TikTok, that's the trend. Now, there's no way you can change that.
Muli, let me start with Collo. I've got this question. I think that was in the course of this week in Imeisha. There was, I just popped by a live. Nikaona, anaitwa nani? How do you call this lady? Ma'am who? Ma'am, alikuwa anajiita Ma'am Yako sometimes. Saizi anisi anaitwa Ma'am Sheila or whatever it is.
Yes. Sheila, yes.
There was a kid who was in an, she was lying in an hospital bed, you know, alipata accident. I don't know if it's true or not. Indeed.
And the dad passed.
Yeah, and the dad alikufa.
Yes.
So I was just down there trying to listen to what's really going on. Then Peter was there and all that. Nimesikia vile watu wanaongea accountability mara nini. So the question is, are we TikTokers that biased? Because I've never seen people questioning big TikTokers, hey, tunataka hii accountability. Na sasa hizi naweza fungua hapa live sema nataka unitumie 300,000. Nobody will question me. Are we biased when it comes to these things, Collo?
Well, that's a good question, because I'm the only person on this TikTok who has cried for accountability for some Muchangos here, including Mama Safi's own sister, where no documents were given out, regardless of how many times I made a lot of noise. Now listen to this. You see, Prime Minister, one thing I know,
yes,
that behind every major successful mchango ya TikTok, there is a very hidden beneficiary. That is a fact. That is a fact. For instance, me, I don't fear people. For instance, you see what now that part of the country is doing. Oh, kwenda kwa kina nani, kwenda kwa kina sijui nani, sijui Benja, sijui Auka, sijui Collo. There are beneficiaries. That is why all of a sudden you hear hiyo pesa haikutosea, hiyo pesa haikutosea. You wonder, kwani with that high number of contribution, you wonder how all of a sudden ulipata 1.2 mara 1.4 mara 1.7 mara 2 million mara sikupata chochote. So accountability will never be a word of talk if by any chance we have the same thing TikTokers who are managing these things. Auka Prime Minister, TikTokers are jobless. Collo is jobless. Bosskhan. I tell you the truth, Bana. Bosskhan is jobless. Collo is jobless. KMC Chris, I know he does events. He is working. That's the only TikToker I know is working. MC Chris is working. Who else? And some very people here. Otherwise, the rest are jobless. So how do you want them to survive?
Let me add on that. A lot of us TikTokers, including myself, are jobless and beggars and single parents. Yes. Hapo sote hakuna mtu wa maana hapa ndani kwa TikTok. Unaweza tuambia ako na family, huyu ameolewa, utasikia aliachwa. Yes, it's true. So what?
As I finish, it means this. Okay? Nikiwa moja wao, most of these significant mchangos, not unless niende nionyeshane, guys, my mother is dead, this is the body in the morgue, this is the funeral arrangement, pass. Otherwise, most of them are hypothetical problems, and perhaps what people believe to be true. And then there is something that TikTokers misuse a lot called cancer. My friend, joke with the cancer, but let it not touch your home ground. You will sell that home. You know, TikTokers have gotten a lot of sympathy with the so-called cancer. Hey, we've got a cancer. Yeah, whoa. How much is the bill? You charge guys 50, mia, so. Without justification, without anything, without any jurisprudence on whether this case is true or not, with nothing. So this is the thing.
We have examples. We have examples. There's a lady with Changiad who was given 6 weeks to die. Today she's driving a very good car. With yes.
When was that? When was that Muli?
Everybody knows, guys. Remind me the name, guys.
Who was that?
Yes. She was given 6 weeks to die. Yes.
What?
Yes, she was in the stage 4 cancer. Then she was dying. We didn't want her blood. Ama kufa na sisi. We stood there one all night. Tulichanga hata mtu alikuwa kwa chini ya bridge. Nilikopa pesa.
Let me ask you a point blank. Akina Miskara wako wapi? Where are they?
Ndio Kinisakala.
Miskara got 1 million, 1,102,000. Where is her?
Yes.
She's driving a Honda vessel. Where is her? Where mwona papi? Have you heard of the cancer thing, progress, anything? What, that, those weeks? 1 million kaputs. Yes, that is TikTok for you.
Yeah.
That is TikTok for you. Where's Miss Kara? Have you ever heard of Miss Kara giving an update of her cancer milestone. I've never seen Miss Carol since the 1 million thing. You will never see her again. She came here, robbed us, went. 1 million is a lot of money.
On top of that, Collo and Auka, also, TikTok is something funny.
Very.
Danny today, if Raf has a wife and the wife decides to run away, then the wife will be given millions and millions of money. And I will say that. Thank you.
Yeah, you know.
Holy.
Nani, hold on. Let me answer you. So TikTok, sympathy can the day. I told Auka before. You join this life. In TikTok, sympathy carry the day. Right now, if I slap my son, then my son goes live. He will receive live. He will receive live.
Kambia bibi hawa ni mafala, wacha nijifanye ninyonga ama nimefanya hivi na hivi upate 1 million. Let's move. Right now Collo ako nyumba mpya na bibi yake na mtoto. Guys, open up. This is also a cartel.
Listen to this.
It's a cartel.
Okay, let me say this as on the issue of Collo, I wouldn't want to talk about that because on the issue of Collo, it was a serious thing. I'm sorry to say that. Okay? It was a serious thing. We sorted it out and it ended. So, for you, issue Collo now was a serious one. See, I orchestrated. Guys, okay, you know, all with my mind and all the skills and ideas I have, man. I can orchestrate I can orchestrate here prison break. What is it? Takatakas are all. What the fuck are those ones? I can orchestrate something serious. Nishikane tuta mwizi moja ama ni menta pita kioi. We can orchestrate something here that will mean 4 million. Then we go into
but nowadays Collo, that does not work. You know, you started like
how it is moved on. You know, let me tell you. Let me tell you how it.
You know, I'll give you an example. The reason why. Let me tell you something. Collo, let me give you an example of what happened last 2 weeks. Last week. There was this small girl in Meru that was backward, like a child. So Peter Kioi knew that, okay, fine, I'm not getting money, wacha nikibie Meru. Akashikwa, walikuja mtandao, kale kwa mtandao jioni, namwona kwa live anakuambia it did not work. It's not working, guys.
Nani, Rafmuni, let me tell you. Rafmuni, listen to this. Let me give you an example. Okay? Let me give an example. You guys, you don't know this thing, so let me give an example. I'm a thief by profession, so listen. You see, Peter Kioi makes moves that are too obvious. Those are too obvious moves. Now, let me give you an example with Hogod Baibe. Okay? Let me use Hogod Baibe in this example. Let us assume that it is true Hogod Baibe is pregnant. Leave alone the stupid mboka anafanya na wanaume. She can, together with the baby, make millions. By the time the baby is at 9 months ready for delivery, the baby will be a millionaire. Listen to this. Hogod Baibe is capable, through akipata mwizi kama mimi ni mcoach vizuri, meeting even 100,000 per day. This is what normally happen. You know what I do here from Komaskio. This is what normally happen. You know, pregnancy has a lot of complications. One, you get a good doctor with either a chemist or something more of a dispensary. This person will be in a place for what? Rubber stamps and in case of any receipts needed. Then this is what you do. One, unaanza tu kusema your placenta is lying low. You cry almost to death. Your placenta is lying low. Medical doctors will rush to your case. Hey, I feel it. Toka, enda usi. Then you communicate with the doctor very fast. And they can exactly low-lying placenta or abnormal, blah, 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 blah. My friend, by the time watu wanafikiria what is the problem, ushatakiwa case closed. Within 1 week again, umeanza kuspot. Hapo una spot mpaka sasa damu haikaliki. Tomato sauce safi, ile tomato sauce concentrated. Unamwaga kwa mapaja tu kas dot. Damu inatoka bio. Tunachanga. Kidogo tu hivi.
Muli, uzuri wanatuambia ukweli. Wanatuambia mpango.
The best part of this conversation ni kwamba we are dealing with someone who has done it.
Let me tell you. Me, if somebody reach out to me for a haste, I cannot.
Now we know. Now we know. Sindio Muli?
What? Let me continue. You see, that is maybe first 3 months, first trimester. We go to the second trimester. Second trimester comes with very abnormal issues. Number 1, kutapika throughout the day until further notice. My friend, you see, people wanatapika mpaka unaona huyu mtu akuli. Haraka mchango. Enda kwa hospitali, low blood level, low hemoglobin level, lack of water, dehydration, dizziness, kaput. Amelazwa siku 2. Bwana Auka. Auka, see, if
Collo, unajua mimi sipendi kuzungumza na mafumbo. I don't like being around the bush, right? I've been married before I have kids, right? And I know complications that a paged woman, because they take it's like another kid. All those emotional changes, new changes and hormonal changes and all that stuff. In those 3 trimesters, right? Hapa kwa TikTok, guys, and forgive me women. Hakuna kitu mnaweza nifanya kwa sababu kwamba mimi nishazaliwa bwana. Yes. Sijawahi ona maisha yangu mwanamke hapa, nimeona mwanamke nitawataja. Excuse me, mute kabisa. Nimeona wanawake wamezaa hapa. Yaani kutoka anashika mimba tukiwa hapa kwa kitanda, mimba inalewa. Hawana hizo vitu. Ni mboka twende Merinda number 1. Number 2, anabenta. Number 3, abundance. Mimi hata vile mimi mwanaume mwenyewe ni tumbo yangu ikifura tu kidogo nataka kwenda kuara. I'm so uncomfortable. I can't stay kwa TikTok 24/7. Nataka nijue leo hizi mimba zinakuaga namna gani. Hiyo ni swali narusha hapo, na kama ujui nyamaza, usijipate kwa shida.
So that is why Muli, that is why I was saying this. You know me, I don't fear anyone. That most of these people are millionaires in denial. Otherwise, but by the time, you see, someone like Baibe, by the time 9 months is a long period of time. By the time 9 months inafika, mtakuwa mmemwona follow nyinyi watu. Because mtakuwa mmechanga that self education up to 4. That's I know. So the reason is
lifetime investment.
Gifters normally do this. Most of these gifters, 1, they are carried by sympathy. That is why
emotions.
By the time wanajua ni mboka ati inabidi nimetumia pesa mingi. By the time
Nana kuna blender ya Auka, tunajua kama majuku na si kwako. Sawa.
Okay, blend but okay, let him blend. Just blend it easy.
Muli waya kunikanyaga gasia. Guys, tapuru tufike 15,000. Yaani hao watu hata watabuko 13,000. Tapuru niki blend. Tapuru. Tuko 13,000.
Auka unanipotezea point yangu.
Muli unajua siku hizi uko soba. So if there's one thing najua huwezi poteza ni point. Ingekuwa ile wakati ningesema labda ni ukweli, lakini saa hizi you are very sober unless usiku unafanya hivyo.
No. I've never done 8 days to go. 8 days. 8 days to go.
Guys, tuende 15,000 juu sasa nakuja nyumbani. Muli, my next question, Collo. Nimekuja nyumbani. You guys have studied this platform. Comment section, pia mta comment. Ukiona most of the modern day beggars at the temple pale nini in the Bible ni my people from Luoland. What is the problem? Collo, wewe ni mjaka, tuanze na wewe.
Haya, leave alone that. Prime Minister, sisi kama mnaniona ama nifungue. I sipendangi lights, so that is why the house is dark like that. So Prime Minister, are you aware that 94% of TikTok beggars are Luos? Are you aware?
That's true.
That is one. Two, are you aware? Let me use as an example what MC Chris is doing in his regions is a kusaidia fulani. Are you aware Luos cannot do that in their regions? Are you aware?
That is another fact.
Are you aware that a Luo cannot uplift another Luo? Are you aware?
That is very true.
Are you aware that if you are trying to grow as a Luo, another Luo will push you down? Are you aware?
Hiyo ni ukweli.
Are you aware that you cannot steal with a Luo and a Luo keep secret? Are you aware? Are you aware now that on this platform that we are today, the most helped people are Luos? Are you aware? But then they come, there comes the question. Who have they helped? Who have they helped? If not crying live, the same people are the ones, their mothers are sick, their children are out of school fees, their houses are locked, their fridges are empty, their tokens are dry, their houses are the same people, day in, day out. In other words, it takes a person to give back, not the tribe. Number two, it takes a person to be who they are. So to answer your question, I think it is a notion. It is a notion and a might. Let me call it a might, I think, that most of these Luos, they are people who have issues with others. They are the ones that created enmity on this platform. Otherwise, hizi chaya zingekuwa. Have you ever seen how Githaiga handles Kikuyu tea? Araka, it is language of fire, vernacular fire, raka, to hamwe. Life ended. Yes, that is how Githaiga handles it. Yeah, pot minority to hamwe. Haya, life ended. Washamaliza. Wajaluo, Bosskhan na service ya Mjaluo. Akiwa job. Wajaluo, mali safi wa kwanza kupanda kwa takataka zake, mchambo Mjaluo zake. Mjaluo Danaros wa kwanza na Natumbokarai huko, kuchamba Mjaluo zake. Mjaluo Collo ya kwanza huko, kutusi Sindi Mjaluo zake. So it is a very big problem to us as a society. That is why most of us we cannot continue. We will live to be helped, to be changed for forever until death do us part with Mchango. Look at Githaiga the way he handles Kikuyu. Bwana tumeona chai kubwa ingekuwa ni Wajaluo. Ile chai ya tata hisi na tata sijui nini tata sijui takataka. What? Ilikuwa the biggest tea of all times. Look at how Githaiga handled that tea. Araka
Reure modo wa nyumba.
Kapu. Unasikia tu Githaiga akisema sasa mamemaliza. Ya mmekuja mmekaa mmeelewana mmemaliza. So nyinyi mmekwende mazenyu ya mimi nataka kutap. Live ended. Luos we want to create chaos. Collo fungue platform yake, nyakwari yake just to analyze one problem. Collo ameshikwa. Auka fungu yake. Mali safi.
Don the queen.
Kimi ya mama wake usiku wa manane. Sidi na yake. You even wonder. By the time wamemaliza wote, they have dig so deep into this problem that wame generate another problem on top of it. That is it. I've never seen Githaiga akichangia Ukikuyu wakisema huyu akona gari auze gari yake. Ikifika time ya Mjaluo, Collo uza hiyo gari. Uza gari. Mbona I've never seen. So it is a problem that we have in our own culture and in our own tribe that has really dragged us back big time. Big time.
Okay. Raf Muli, your thoughts?
Yeah, my thoughts on this is I'm not optimistic at any cost because mimi ni global citizen, but again whatever Collo said is a fact. Oh yes, I'm a global citizen, guys. So first, I think Luos, you like competition, not in a good way, but in a very bad way. We had just a movement just the other last few months, a few years ago, or 1 year ago, a very big movement. We had president, we had prime ministers there, both were all Luos. We had judges were Luos, opposition were Luos, everybody were Luos.
Muli unanikanyaga.
Yes.
And
the speakers were Luos and everything. But instead of unity, now they started chimbering each other. They started now digging each other. Instead of now saying, okay, now we have this movement. A movement that would have changed TikTok Kenya, would have changed Kenya completely. Because you already appointed someone, and that person happened to be heard by all Kenyans, even kwa ground. But what happened? A fellow Luo now sneaked, went like a vampire, like a demon, exposed these viewers with our lewdness. Was it a Kamba? No, it was a fellow Luo. I agree very much. You guys are not, I don't want to use that one. We Luos, including myself, we are very, very uncouth. The only thing that tusaidiaga ni kizungu mingi yenye saidi watu. Chini yenu mko na roho chafu sana. Murekebisha na muokoke. Thank you. Niko na event, guys, sasa karibu event.
Hey, Anti-Africa, uko hapa? Your thoughts? Or you can also plead the fifth.
Mine is to echo what Mwalimu Collins and Mwalimu Raf have said. I think
I forgot to say that we also had a Luo queen by the name
LJ.
Thank you.
No, I think it's true. Like Collins has said something very important that I think tunafaa tukae chini pia tufikirie. I think when it comes to chai hapa TikTok, I think Luos are taking the lead, and Collo said something very important that Githaiga anajua vile anapeleka vitu mbio alafu vitu zinaisha. Whatever they do with their chai, it's always maybe watafanya nyuma ya tent, but us we like to bring everything just here for everyone for competition purposes, which also Raf has mentioned that it's not very healthy. It's a very unhealthy competition. So I back what the two of them has said, and I think at the end of the day tutakunywa tu chai. Sisi ni wale tu wale, wakiamua kutuletea tutazikunywa tu, I don't know.
Collo.
It's only Luos who will show us wakikula kuku na watermelon. Thank you.
Collo, let's go to the solution. What can be done? Well, number one, I know it's not in all of us, man. Some are very noble, like me. I'm a noble Luo. But there are few people who taints us outside there. Collo, what can be done?
Minister, remember that I'm the only judge in this TikTok Kenya. Let me interject. If there's an enabler of this michango za upuzupuzi, Cindy leo aseme kucha yake makope, eyelashes zimekwama. How can you be the first? Oi, Cindy. This one, huyu. Hapo na hiyo mara nifunga kwa mama kwa kichwa, guys.
Well, hii ni Dura Garcia. Haya, Collo. Solution. What can be done? Buda umemute na unaongea. Muli umenikanyaga, aja tu hapa ina ukanyaga.
I think that on matters, the Luo fraternity on this platform, there are a lot of things, if not many, that needs to be done. Categorically, number one, we need to establish our own forum at least once in a blue moon. It is just pure Luo talk. No mixing, no dangling of vowels there. Pure Luo affair. Just like Githaiga does with his Kikuyus. Otherwise, tutakuwa tunanika uchi yetu hapa asubuhi, lunch na supper. This is only platform, Prime Minister, where mtu amepata shida. Utasikia wanapigia baby mama yake sijui mwenye walizaa naye the year 2001. Wanapigia step mother yake yenye waliachana na baba yake 1996. Yes, I see. You see, I sometimes see how this Luo handle these things. You even wonder.
A point of interjection, please, Collo. Is the same man talking, the same Luo man, very typical Luo, by the name Collins Omondi, who came here and exposed Malisafi kwamba mtoto wa Malisafi si mtoto wa Malisafi, you know, a Mike tunataka DNA.
No, the that was the man. Listen, thank you. Listen, my brother. Listen, my brother of me. You see, let me tell you. Our talk knows another Watog. See, I've been with Malisafi on the same platform yesterday and the day before, and even today. So our talk knows another Watog. If you engage in a Watog fight, be very sure you are going to end up with an ugly face. If you engage in a Watog fight, you are going to end up with an ugly face. So don't even try to engage in that. As I continue. So we need to establish our own forum where we can be ironing our issues, or perhaps tukisikia Auka kona chai yenye inaweza lipuka, tunailipua tu within the few raka na kaput. Hakuna mtu amekubaliwa kufungua live kuongelelea. Unfortunately, hapa kitu kidogo hivi kila mtu ataiongelelea. Then Kikuyus laugh at us. Like, hao ni wajinga. Hizi vitu wanakuja kufanikisha kwa online nini?
That one, Collo, that one can never happen. That one can never happen. One, I'll give you reason with my friends. Nyako will be in that platform, Yaluo. Diana Rose will be there. Lady Jacqueline will be there. Ati will be there. Wait. Biggie will be there, right? And all these the Luos, wakina them, wakina Cindy, Wewe, Malisafi, and everything. Do you think there will be even conversation na mkiongea Kijaluo? Kwa sababu there are others wataka kuonekana wao wanaongea
hapo, utasikia Oludmeru.
Ni Oludmeru. Bwana, hatuwezi kuongea. Leteni hapa juu. Ni Oludmeru mama yako. Huyo.
I think
Olundi, ng'onyi punda, utaanza kusikia ng'onyi. Tunaenda nini?
I agree. Let me tell you. I agree with Raf Muli on this because of one thing. I think we are the one tribe on this platform that has fought each other more than any other. That is why nearly to Raf Muli say me direct. Whatever he's trying to insinuate is half of Wajaluo welewani TikTok. That is what he's trying to insinuate. Either wameblokiana across these platforms, or they have had an altercation before that did not end well. So what is there is, which is very true, that was just an opinion, bringing them together is almost impossible because of the ideological differences amongst them, including but not limited to nilikufanya hii au kunifanyia ulikuwa na kadhalika secret deals that went loud.
One thing
what I think is that I think I tell people the truth. Let the river flow according to its own direction. Stop creating contours. Stop creating tunnels for the river to flow. One day it will come to reoccupy its space. Wacha maji yende venye naenda. Even unapenga TikTok watu wangu. Let it flow. If people are fighting, let them fight. Because it is a fight that is natural perhaps. You will never intervene.
Muli, one thing I know, and majority of us here will agree on is that, number one, that is a source of livelihood for so many people here.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to tamper with like waleta pamoja, that means there's no income.
Mm-hmm.
Ama ni aje Muli? Si ni ukweli?
Very true.
That's a source of livelihood for so many people here. Kuja hapa kukucharaza, kukukanyaga na chai za ufala nini.
Give an example. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of the regime. That was a very big movement. The president herself was jobless. The prime minister then, Biggie, was jobless. The opposition leader, Ati, jobless. the Chief Justice, by that time, Diana Rose, jobless. Malisafi, jobless. Lady J, jobless. And all the Google nation were either in Gulf or Kenya. What do you think? Thank you. When you were jobless that time. Thank you.
Muli, mimi, I thank God they were jobless. Gadozo.
Ulikuwa student, so ulikuwa jobless, bro.
Si kuna job za shule. Koma.
Who tell me? Like Collo, are you getting my point?
Yeah, nakupata.
Yeah. Hebu rudi hapo juu, niambie, Ati was jobless. Diana Rose, jobless. Big, jobless. We all saw them in that regime. Everybody was in that regime. Unaipata? Except because I'm not typically Luo. I'm Luo by Olundi peke yake. But all the other Luos pale ndani wote wakina Chinedu jobless. Everybody was jobless. Niambie. Niambie. Tungeenda aje? But were you making money? Yes.
You know, something that I have to say here, you know, even by the time King Rosso came, King Rosso really tried to uplift some of these people. Remember, they are the only people, or perhaps majority of them are the ones that received the King Rosso million donation. The Luos, right? I think the 1 million donation was only given to Luos. Then I Rose received $1 million for hot air. So you to deliver what hot air? Nani? They received $1 million for hot air delivery. I don't know what was delivered. Then the same people.
I think you are kind of umeanza kuogopa. You are kind of like you are intimidating yourself. Say like this. Rosso helped Luos a lot. Number one, help the president, the one-time president Nyako with Lions. Lady J, they do $1 million. Diana Rose, $1 million.
Kalausi.
And $1 million. Tuko pamoja?
Okot Mariaba?
Wewe wacha kusikia vitu bwana.
Kalausi hadi alipiga tattoo.
Huyu jamaa anakaa sijini Botela ama kunaitwa aji. This is one of the very good places ama Shauri Mall, something like that. Alikodishiwa nyumba.
Kondele man.
Kwa nani? Mutumba. It was Mutumba man. The other guy.
Kondele man.
Kondele man. Nyumba hata kulipwa. Now you are busy fighting him. The Luos were fighting him. Roso mbona simama hivi. Jamaa aliona hii mvua itanyesha, itamshikia hapo, alirudi back to the roots. Ni kama ile wimbo ya Lucky Dube ilikuwa sema I'm going back to my roots. Hey. Unipata?
So Collo kuleta watu pamoja tutakubalia itakuwa normal because number one, that is their source of income. That is their 9 to 5 job, you know. So you trying to make peace is like making them jobless or unemployed, you know. So you itakuwa normal. Muli, what do you think can be done?
What can be done is I think 99 of we are talking about Luos, we are talking about Kenyans. The 99% of Luos in TikTok, they all need to retire and TikTok. Thank you. That's the only solution.
Ati msituongeze joblessness, tumetosha unemployed. Anti-Africa, what do you think?
Collo pia imekataa 99%. Yeah, because we are talking about Luos. Today I will challenge them.
I belong to the remaining 1%.
Yes. So
one thing we must also accept that Luos have been the greatest entertainers, right?
No, by the way, let me tell you something. It's one form of entertainment. Like we learn a lot of ujinga kutoka kwenu. Thank you.
You know, listen, Prime Minister, listen. You see, almost all, okay, if not all, almost all of this TikTok so-called tea comes from the Luos. In fact, some are forged, some are true, some are imaginations, some are even suicide level, some are so deep that ukisikia unasema wa. So this is what normally happen. Number one, you know, top begging positions on this platform are held by Luos. You know, top begging
from president to CS.
Yeah, the begging position of the president has been held by a Luos.
Yes.
The begging position.
Caption that, guys. Caption that, guys. Bloggers appear.
Top begging positions are held by Luos. So if you tell Luos to retire, it means the entire begging fraternity should leave the platform.
Another thing, I forgot to mention this, and I'm sorry to mention her because she's not into dramas. But I know she came because of that recognition na kupata everything. Radio Pio. Radio Pio alikuwa anasifiwa huku kote, guys. Yaani unapata mahali anapigwa na baridi. Yaani ako pale New York anapigwa, ni model kabisa, unasema model si ulale. Ako na watu wawili kwa platform. Mungu tisamee. Lakini wakati alikuwa anatoa Lions. Hopi you in the house. Hopi you the bigger. Hopi you in the house.
Captain Samir, how are you doing, my brother? So you see, Prime Minister. Now, then there begs the question of Me, I am sorry to discuss this. I know I am one of the most known as poor people on this platform. Okay, I am always have been titled so. Now, you see, there are people who started begging in 2022. If you look at their lives deep down, those who are not begging are even better than them. So where exactly or what exactly hii pesa ya kuombaomba iko na setani fulani kama ya shamba? Unajua pesa ya shamba huwezi fanya kitu ya maana. Within no minutes inakuwa imepotea kwa mkono yako. Ukiuza shamba.
Lakini wacha nikwambie kitu. Collo, something iko bado kwa topic. Have you guys realized so vile nimeanza kukua sober nikaanza kuwa na akili zangu. Do you know when I was before I received those dragons ile kitu ya kutoa moshi pale kwa Rose ilitoa aje? I've never seen it again. What?
Falcon.
So you pick up something. No, the thing that spits fire. Wow. What's the name? Auka.
Dragon.
Your gift.
Dragon fire.
Dragon fire, yeah. You know, I received coins pale mpaka nikashangaa sijaipata tena maisha yangu. But nikiangalia maisha yangu alipata 200 homeless. Atuende tu pole homeless.
Yes, that is what I'm asking you.
Mimi nilisive homeless. Wait a minute. Nikakuwa homeless. Mimi ndio nikaanza kuwa homeless wa kwanza. Ndio nyakuwa kaanza homeless. Mimi I'm a vocal person, guys are well known. Hakuna mtu anijui. Homeless.
Wewe yako sema yako hata ilifika nasikia ulienda kwa bridge unataka kuanguka.
Ndio nasema nyako homeless kwa shelter. Mimi kwa bridge. Lady J maisha kamchapa pale UK akaenda kuuza sabuni ya kipande na steel wire Kenya. Haya ati ndio huyo. Haya Diana Rose
Yolanda
chini ya mti kabisa. Unaona? Yaani there's a trend hapa juu. Unaelewa? Kuna mtu akapitia bigi ndio huyo alifukuzwa akaenda yani mpaka watu wanaiba kwa supermarket waweze kujimudu kimaisha. Bigi ndio huyo mara ameenda kufanyia upasuaji wa kichwa kipunguzwe. Yani it's chaos. Chekesha host nawe.
You see nani? You see? Roughly, I was saying this just before you cut me short. I was telling Prime Minister that I'm sorry to say this one. I know I'm not supposed to say it. Me, I use people. I mention names because I only fear God and the law. Okay. Now, Muli, if I see, let me use Nyako as an example. When you go to Nyako's profile, it is written 6 million coins. I don't know what that means. It is written 6 million. When you ask her, she says she received 6 million coins on TikTok. She's the only Kenyan TikToker who has received 6 million coins and counting. Now, there begs the question. Some of these people have been gifted more than. The amount they have received is more than even what the governor is paid in Kenya. Okay? So, where did this money go? Or what happened? That is what I keep asking. Because they beg more than even those who are sleeping hungry. They
Collo,
beg
you know what too?
more than...
Yeah, Collo, there was something that I was told by my dad. He told me, easy come, easy go. You know, when you get something that you've not sweated for, it's very easy kuisha. Hata leo pewa tu gari, hautasikia utakuwa na uchungu yake. Have you ever bought a car ama bicycle, anything, have you owned with your own sweat? Not even a loan, it's something you've been fighting for, ukainunua, yani you don't, hata mtu anakalia kitu naongea weka mzuri. Wewe, ni gari sikungure, but nikikupatia hivi, you give it to everybody. Utafanya because that's not yours. Yes, so it's understandable. Easy things, easy go. And then we forget. We now feel entitled kwa ile nakuja na gina kuja. Binadamu atunini atutosheki. So what Nyako did with the question is where did that money go? Nyako
I was
wewe kwambie Nyako, I'm answering you with the truth honest. Nyako did not use her brain wisely. She thought that TikTok will always be the way it was. So she would go to Hilton, unaona anatipu watu 50,000, anafanya ABCD, kununua manguo, kufanya ABCD. Today, if it was, I'm sorry to say this, if it was a Kikuuk ama another tribe kando, sahi angekuwa na manyumba zake pale sio Kimau, azikosi kama flat tano, ziko na 10 units with that money. I'm telling you. But because we wanted ile itaendelea, she doesn't have anything. Now they are fighting for kashamba waliachiwa. You feel me? That's the difference. Look at what we is doing.
Unajua simogopangi, nilimuuliza, unajua kabla tukosane na yeye, we used to be friends.
See what is doing. Just nyumba in Mombasa, Nairobi and Meru. With this bullshit. So
One day nimekuhost hivi, nimekuhosta akaanza kuniongelesha vibaya. Akaniambia ati you've never received the lion since you joined TikTok, you're addressing me. Nikamuuliza nyako, or whatever they call you, what did you do with the lions if you are still living in shelter abroad? If you are still being sheltered abroad, what did you do with the lions? That is where my enmity with her came in. Because like for real, apart from 5 laptops, 17 smartphones, 45 tablets, 13 boom boxes, and 1 million bracelets, 470 shots. What is that she own?
I think,
apart from gadgets.
Muli, I think one thing we really need to do on this platform is financial literacy. I've seen people making very wrong, bad, are they bad or wrong decisions when it comes to finances? Because honestly speaking, gamers on this platform are really making good. But my question is, are they really, do they have that financial discipline or that financial knowledge on how to use these funds, you know? Because number one thing, TikTok is seasonal. That's one thing naambianga watu kila siku. Leo utaamka ni wewe unavuma. Next week somebody else. The other week ni Raf Muli. Next week ni mtu mwingine, you know? Ni kama music. There's a period msanii atavuma. Utavuma or you will be the talk of the town. What happens kama mtu mwingine amekuja? You know?
Of course, don't forget to say kuna period utaanza kuimba ujinga kama hizi za Presinda. There's just a period utaanza kuimba sasa vitu za, yani as in you will go off the road uko mara mrudi.
So Muli, mimi naweza one kusaidia this platform. These are our top guys. They need to be taught some basic financial 101, finance 101.
No,
which
you know,
investment programs?
You can never advise an illiterate person with money. An illiterate person with money, you can never advise.
Let me blame Auka for something that I noticed, and I'll always tell him whenever I get him. He seems to be very knowledgeable with finance. I think he did economics or something like that, right? And he has very close friends whom he can advise. A good example is since does not need all those area, Mazda and other stuff. You can sit aside, unamwambia, you know, mama, do this and this and this. Hii kwanza unataka ukiuza kama ulikuwa 3 million 5 million.
Muli,
you know, so start by telling her that, advising that.
Let me cut you short, Muli. When that area was bought, I was the first person on TikTok to ask how, like a course like this, my sister, in this economy, you buy a very big vehicle, yes, you park it there 24/7, you pay 100,000 monthly, as in, if not otherwise stupidity. What is that? Akaniambia ni wivu. So anytime you try to advise these people who think they have made it in life, they mistake your advice for jealousy. You understand?
Muli, the problem is If you want to advise a stupid person with money, number one, atakuona we ni mwizi, unataka kumwibia.
Oh.
So leo nikiwa na pesa and I'm not that sina hiyo financial discipline, man, any advice niambia ati tufanye hivi, nakuona kama mwizi. That is the first thing, unataka kuniibia.
True.
Number two, venye Collo amesema, I can have the wisdom that the financial whatever, unaona, but mimi mwenyewe sina hiyo pesa. So nikiwa hey, ni wivu, mbona wewe usifanye hivyo? Unaona, hiyo advice nifanyie nini?
Mwenyewe. To the main star of the days. The time, and this person really trusted you, and hata ulikuwa kwa cabinet na ulikuwa hata personal advisor, so you knew that she's killing it, but you never advised her financially. Ama, did you advise her financially? Did you ever advise Nyako financially? Good.
Is that a question?
It's a question.
No, muulize hivi.
Yeah.
Did you ever ask him?
Yeah.
You're not asking me a straightforward question. You see, one thing that still amazes me today is that Nyako wakes up very early 6 a.m. to tap. Auka, the question is this: what do you think did not work for her? Because you seemingly were her closest ally that probably ought to have advised her on the do's and don'ts on matters money.
Muli, I was not the CFO or Chief Finance Officer in the first thing. Yeah. Number two, I think I was just here on TikTok. You know, when it comes to where Akili some brainy advice is required. You know, how somebody spends pesa yake, man. I think that is too much.
Not about how you spend. It's about advising someone.
Okay.
Like today, Auka, I do tap sometimes. No, sometimes, all the time. Sangine nitoka pale na roses tano, nitoke na manigani tatu. And I run through people. Nasema, okay, nimeona watu wakipata ile time nitafika nikuwa mimi napataga masima na this is what I will do and invest in 1, 2, 3 things. Now there, kama wewe rafiki yangu unaambia Mulijo, nimeona mboka yako umeiva. What are you doing? That is advice. You don't ask me what to do. Yeah.
What Auka has said is very categorical. What I know is, and Auka kama ni Muli amesema, one thing that I know, Nyako thought she will be the talk of town and the only gifted forever and ever. Amen. Without realizing that TikTok is seasonal, TikTok comes with different moods, different times. And then other people are also magnifying their ways up to the ladder. What she thought was she was the only person on top of the ladder. Therefore, if she's received 100 lions today, she spends 99 lions tomorrow. If she received 20 lions tomorrow, she spends 19 lions the following day. So what exactly did not work for her is none of our business. You cannot advise somebody with money. It will be mistaken for Julius on TikTok. If that is anything to go by, you have advised Cindy long time ago not to go for very expensive vehicles to do what. You know? Because at the end of the day, the buying price of that vehicles are reduced by quarter as we speak. Okay? The resale price almost quarter to half. That's a fact in the vehicle industry.
But I also remember myself advising you something that you really did good, Collo. He told you there's no need ya kutaka kubelong, there's no need ya uende uuze shamba huko nyumbani malitufuzo na panga na gari. So and you know that's how that was a good thing. Thank you.
First of all, Muli, where I come from, we have no land. We are 8 brothers, actually 7 brothers if I'm not wrong. I don't know the number. We are many, one mother, one father. So My parents are very poor, so they never managed even to get tracts of land. So the land available is only for 2 siblings, and they have already built on it. So the rest of us bought land elsewhere. So the narrative of selling land is just TikTok tea, catalyst form of an argument, but it is never something that is a fact. It is far away from a fact. Yeah.
Well said, well said. That's what we thought, and we applauded myself for doing, for making you realize that the move that you are about to make. Mali unafika mpaka unataka kufukuza mapanga, unataka kuuza, yani ushindane kina Cindy na watu kuna magari. So yes, thank you.
Listen.
Yeah.
Muli, let me. Yes. You see, I think you've seen how I maneuver this platform. I'm the only person who has maneuvered this platform without this theatrics of game and the jungle. You know that. But now, how? Muli, where I come from, I believe in one thing. If something is yours, is yours. And everybody has their own destination. You can have land, vehicle, and apartment, then you die the following day. But then a poor person can live for 100 years, getting small coins every day for the rest of their life. So I believe that everybody is destined differently, and whatever is working for them cannot work for me unless otherwise. For instance, how many people started tap and failed? Work up is busy. They got tired and left because whatever they thought would work for them is not working for them. No. So if you copy others and you want to be like Raf Muli, my friend, you will die either poor or you will be short-lived. Stress na ulcers na kadhalika. So me, I believe that whatever little I have is enough to feed my son, my family, I myself, then those dependents at home. So be it. Life continues. You see, if I have 100 bob, sawa. If I don't, sawa. But this tactic of kuja hapa fanya nduru, piga nduru hapa, mara nini, mimi nilie kwa kamera, mimi ndio nagiftiwa, mamangu ndio mgonjwa, babangu ndio mgonjwa peke yake, kidogo bwana. Hey.
Anyway, guys, me, I have to go end the training here. Quiet. Thank you so much for being here. One important thing.
Tunataka line pale kwa merupiti kabla uende kwaya. Koma.
Mko na game?
Baada hii saa hizi. Koma wewe.
Baada vijana 24 hours, alafu after hapo tuchambwe hapa tuchambane.
Yeah, so
whose birthday is that?
But one thing mimi naweza sema ni kuwa if you want to be successful, learn from people's mistake.
Yes.
Never learn from your mistakes. Learn from the mistakes. So, me as advice mtu nione mistake yake, then you learn from there. You know, so learn from people's mistake. Don't learn from your own mistake. Don't make that mistake then. Nilifanya. Learn from other people's mistakes.
Thank you very much, Auka. Those are wise words, and I just wanted to announce here that I'm not bragging, but I have found myself a woman, and he who finds a woman finds a favor from the Lord. RJ Reborn is my new wedded baby. Congratulate me. Thank you.
Congratulations, Raf Muli and RJ. Gentlemen, it's always nice having you. Collo, it's been long since we had such a conversation, you know.
Yeah, it's been long. Most of the time, I
Collo, si unani blog pale nataka kuja kusikia story zako, lakini siku hizi we miss that baby. Miss those lives bwana.
Wewe, Muli, kwani Collo alikublock?
Me, I block people.
Ulifanya nini akakufuja?
Nimuita kichwa boflo na nini? Na si kichwa nakaa kama boflo. Kwani si
ndiye amekuwa unblock. Kama kiunga
siwezi kukublock because of that. He know what it is. But anyway, at the end of the day, I've already unblocked you and followed you. So in the due course, let us be there. You know, you together with Auka, I myself, we really fought hard when Shosho Nyara was being taken to You know, we fought so hard when Mr. President
usinisifie sana hapo. Pia mimi nilikuwa nataka atolewe kidogo because you also benefiting me and Les J. Thank you. I'm sorry nimeokoka, nasema ukweli.
Yeah?
Come on. Wait, Collo, bye. Bye.
I told you.
Hiyo ni mboka.
Beneficiaries are so many.
Not financially, but you know that traction. By that time, Nyarwendo ndo alikuwa na trend. So lazima tumlete pale kotini, tufanye ABC. It's content. We are not
Muli, the same way mlichangia Karangu wa Moraya bibi yake, tunataka mchangie Damaris Obiero pia kakitu.
Kwani ameachwa?
Auka. Just before you go, 1 minute, let me just talk about something. You see, me, I talk from experience. Damaris Obiero, the only thing that did not work for her is the cycle of friends she has. Otherwise, she diarrheaed on her own plate. You cannot tell me you be a friend to people like Big Daddy, as in those are the people you seek advice from. People who are either ran away from marriage or people with a dysfunctional marriage.
Hiyo ni kama Ramuli kwa advice ndio.
I had conversation with Damaris Obiero. Easy. Marriage is not a bed of roses. Please stay away. Weka marriage yako ama relationship kando ya TikTok, because this guy is not even a TikToker and you know his faults. Hata siku anajuaga ni nani, siku anajua hata jina yake. Lete zile content zako za kawaida uko umekunywa umefanya ABCD. What you sacred. You see? And then you cannot advise me. Wacha nikwambie kitu. I cannot advise you kuhusu marriage kama sijawahi test marriage pale ndani. Na siwezi kuja hapo planner when my family is scattered, where mtu kama Big Daddy is my friend, right? Biggie, right? Yeah? But automatically upande wa ndoa is a failure. Unaelewa? At some point, yeah, big one. Kusema tu ukweli. Yeah. Have you ever seen anything that big make sense? Ni ila kiona watu wanaangalia, guys, watu 1,000 plus. Watu 1,000 plus watching me. Watu 200 watching me. He banks with that. Have helped this. He doesn't. Asijaiona point anatoa hata moja maana. Aki ya Mungu, and I'm not an era. Nisi era watu. I chill up there, but he doesn't have any. A lot of things he doesn't know, and he cannot. Hata akipata platform ya mtu haijagia tunapatia. A good example, tulikuwa tunaapisha mtu hapa. I don't remember who was that. We had to stop tuambie Collo apisha huyu mtu. Simple thing, apisha huyu mtu. He couldn't do it. You were there, Collo. You remember that day?
I was there, of course I was there.
Mwambie Collo muapishe.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you that, really. I am sorry to say this. I don't hate Big Daddy. But if there is the most useless person I know abroad is Big Daddy. I wanna guess yet. Biggie, let me funguka. Biggie used to pay rent for my friend. Biggie used to pay rent for this lady, send this lady 30,000-40,000 per month. While saizo Biggie amefukuzwa anaishi kwa Obiero. You can hii TikTok. Mimi lakini kama kuna mtu useless najua abroad anaitwa Big Daddy. He used to pay rent for my friend. We used to eat his money. Yes. Until Juzi hapa, when now he got other, I don't want to mention the one that is currently keeping. You know, Biggie has a tendency of, my friend was up Biggie and Arusha Mistari. AI generated chats. Hey. Hey. I have read several paragraphs belonging to Big Daddy.
Tuseme ni kitu apita kioi, unakuwa nini?
Unasema chat GPT.
Apita kioi. Sema ni kitu apita kioi na unakuwa nini unazaliwa.
Bwana, I have read some of his
stuff. Sema ni kitu apita kioi nawe.
Yaani ana copy paste ChatGPT ile haifanya pale chini. Ile Auka. Bado ChatGPT iko na ile haifanya pale chini. Ana copy paste haifanya yote na kuweka hapo. Sasa ile haifanya alitype aje?
Would you like a more
what happened? We are very sorry. It was too soon.
The only person tukimalizia the only person on earth mchaiona kona watermark kwa kichwa ni mimi. Nyaza watermark kwa paro. Hai.
Muli. Nyinyi watu ni wachokozi. Anyway guys, Raf Muli Muli leo ni day ngapi? How many days?
We are remaining with only 8 days.
Raf Muli is soon clocking 90 days. 90 days without kukunywa.
Yes. Not even crazy, not anything. Yani yo, it's God.
Guys, allow me now to rest, okay? We've had a very pregnant discussion there. That was the best one, okay? Yeah. Sometimes it's good when you talk, you host people, you talk, you don't just chamber people. So we've had a very good tete-a-tete. That is called tete-a-tete. Kizungu kidogo pia yeah, some of us si ati tunafanya wabaya sana shule. Ile kazi ya kuna but shule tulipitia. Okay? No, that is a good discussion opposed to what I would have. That is a good discussion opposed to what I would have had with Malisafi. You can imagine me hosting court Malia. But about his salon chair, tips in the saloons, you workers. Alone to me. You know, at least you, it is called vibing with people you have the same IQ with, you know. So if I would have hosted myself or a master, what do you think the topic would have been? What do you think the topic would have been? Absolutely useless, you know. So at times it's good to visual. Unahanga hiyo na nimeona hapa na nimeshiba as usual, wacheni nawe ni kunywa wine. Sawa. Kuteseka Nairobi ni kutaka. Ni jaber kindegi usi. Asebe dokari topile kadibu Yesu. Uchukunie ukinduruna kana pale pili. Tongi mana duto kangiyo mam. Onge moro mosega era kakiera. Prince used to sing. I don't know what has happened to that man. Sijui nini imeingilia Prince. Prince used to sing bwana. Hizi takataka siku hizi naimba na shida tu nimemwingilia. Priscilla used to sing. Omiyo kawuotho gik nyathina. Inda used to sing so well and so nice. This is the Katakai. And I must I don't still understand. Sielewi kabisa nini imemwingia mtu amemroga. I mean, I don't get it. Bana Inda used to sing. Inda used to sing, man. Omiyo kawuotho gik nyathina. Amagilweti moda yoda. Chak chak. Tongi mana duto kang'iyo ma. Onge moro mosega era kakiera. Omiyo kawuotho gik nipa token hizo si token hizo ni cricket outside. Nimefungua dirisha. Token yangu hizi ya my friend. Hii Nairobi bado naweza kuwa token nalia. Nikunywe wine gani? Hebu nigine hapo chini. What should I take? Nikunywe wine gani? Andika hapo chini haraka. I want to pick from my bar. Nataka kuchukua kwa nini? Stima la hapana. Mimi sifunguangi bado. Stima siko. Ni bulb sifunguangi. Me I don't like light. Na ring light sifunguangi. I don't do anything. Bulb iko kila kitu iko. Even club yangu iko na bulb. You see even the club is lit.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.